Greetings to Miss Bharti and everyone. My name is Nur Karina Nashida and my metric number is 204126. So here is my teammate and we are all from LPE 2301 Group 29 under the Department of Landscape Architecture. So this is uh before that let my teammate introduce themselves first.
Okay, my name is Adlina Sabiha and my metric number is 202091.
Okay, hi, my name is Fazrin Aida Mustin and my metric number is 204657.
Hi, my name is Natasha Shahira and my metric number is 204129.
Hi, my name is Tanisha Kalechilvan and my metric number is 204656.
So today, me and my teammates are going to talk about the banning of smoking in eateries is violating the right of people to smoke. The ban can be seen as a form of mistreatment on people's right and freedom. What is your view about this?
I would like to add something to that. I believe that it's very important to ban smoking in eateries. It's not only dangerous to smokers, it's also dangerous to second-hand smokers because it causes lung cancer to even those who are not smoking, those who even sit around them, because they are actually letting out about 60 to 50 to 60% of smoke which others will inhale and will cause lung cancer. And there is a statistic saying that 7,300 people are suffering from lung cancer because of smoking, not because they are smoking, because others are smoking. So I think smokers shouldn't be selfish and not just thinking about themselves. They should think about others who surrounding them. And plus, banning smoking in eateries is very important because there are a lot of kids and young generations and all that. They are watching us, like those who smoke, and it will actually uh, increase the risk of smoking in future, because since 2000 until 2020 now current, the smoking has actually decreased. People are kind of aware of their health nowadays, not like last time. So I believe that this enforcement of banning the smoking is actually very important to make the situation even better. So anyone wants to add on my point?
I agree with Tanu on that matter. Yes, I do think that secondhand smokers actually affected a lot from this themselves. I saw some statistics saying that um, 480,000 secondhand smokers die annually because of this. So I think we should really see this and like see how first-hand smokers actually affect people surrounding them. And also, I disagree with this statement, which saying that banning smoking at food eating places actually taking away smokers' um, human rights. Because what we know about human rights is human rights are standards that allow all people to live with dignity, freedom, equality, justice, and peace, no matter what religion, what race, what sex, what language, uh, or what political a human is. So this doesn't affect the law. You see, like if I think the reason why government put banning of smoking at a place like this is because it's actually for the health of society. So I think smokers should see this uh, and think again that this is not actually taking away their human rights, but actually trying to help them to understand how to respect and think about others. You know, for example, if you're at a restaurant and usually people would smoke around when they hang out with each other, and they tend to neglect other people surrounding them. They don't care. Like usually they get overboard, and I think people should see this and like understand that actually banning this activity, smoking at food area is actually good because of their own um, personality, like their own character. They should think first before they do stuff. They have to respect other people, and like from this banning, I hope they think and like instead of hating on this matter, they should actually give some solutions. Yeah. So
I
anyone
would
would like
like
to?
to say
Okay.
something here.
Right, Kai.
So I'm not sure I agree with you or not. I understand that the ban of smoking is a logical and healthy move made by the government to protect the non-smokers, uh, from getting from secondary smoke. So the real issue here is whether the ban is fair or not to smokers and everyone. For example, when nation have this culture where they have mama places and they tend to speak with their friend, have to chit chat with them and smoke. It's become their lifestyle, and from the banning of smoke at eateries is affecting small businesses, I think. Like they depend on their customers. If the government is banning from people smoking at the eateries, they will affect their economy. So I do not own a restaurant, small business, or either neither do I smoke. I'm not encouraging everyone to smoke, but it is a choice a person makes, and we should respect even we don't agree with it. I think the government should reconsider the banning of smoking at restaurants. From the smoker's perspective, that people can generally do whatever they want to do. Like we all have our own preferences, so we have to respect that. I think the most important part is everyone have to have the mutual respect for each other, so they can choose whether they want to eat there at the places or at the restaurant or not. You know, for smokers and non-smokers, they have their own choices to make. And I think smokers should consider their surrounding, like they should respect the non-smokers, and the non-smokers should respect the smokers. That is my opinion. Does anyone would like to have a point here?
Okay, thank you, Kai, for your opinion. I would go along with my part, and for this, I would go along with what Tarisha and Adina said earlier, because from what Ed said that allowing smokers to smoke in eateries will affect the surrounding itself, which I believe that smokers that smokes in eateries will is actually linked to negative outcome on a person's health. So as a smoker, you have to really be aware of your surrounding. Like Kai, I understand that you say that they have their own choice, but I think that you also mentioned earlier that it will affect the small businesses like like the stalls. But I think that the most important thing is the customer's help. Like that is the main issue. Like that is the main point where the owner of the restaurants should really take account into it. And what Tanusha said earlier about when going to restaurants having kids, children, youngsters, they tend to have the interest at a very young age because we believe that kids, their mind explore, they like to observe things, and they will attempt to have interest in themselves, which may have the chances of future smokers. But I also think that the extension of no smoking in public areas, especially in eateries, in food industry, food area, should be enforced and respected by all with no more reason. And on the other hand, that in 2019, the health minister, Datuk Sri Zulkifli, also mentioned in his talk that he emphasized on banning smoking in eateries. It's not a punishment to the smokers, but it is the way to show a healthier Malaysia, a healthier environment, because cigarettes, it has a lot of cons, like it affect your own health. It also causes to have more secondary smokers, and it also affect the environment because I would also like to add on something about smoking. The smokers tends to litter around their cigarette butts, and you can actually find it at the restaurant floor and etc. So yeah, that's my point for now. So Tashi, would you like to say anything?
Okay. As what I heard from all of our discussion, I wanted to emphasize more, to agree more towards Ed, Tanu, and also Fazrin's point. But I was thinking about more of a future perspective, because as we can see, to smoke in public, especially in food industries, can have a wider risk for hazards such as fire, because we know that in restaurants have gases, and in Malaysia, as Kai said, we love to lepak in open space kind of restaurant. So there is actually a quite risky, even though there are not um, many incidents we can see, but it actually has a window for the risk to occur. Plus, it involved with the cleanliness in the place where food is produced and consumed. And to have a spacit, such as like smoking around people, I think that we also we know that even everyone is trying to aim for a healthier environment. So I agree to ban to smoke in eatery place. And in my point of view, it's actually a step closer to reduce the demand of tobacco. And by reducing the demand, can also creating a healthier environment with healthier air quality, and automatically we have a healthier life, so that we can go to the place with a clean air. That is how I see it.
Basically, the four of us, except for Kai, actually disagreeing with this statement, right? Like, we don't think that banning smokers from smoking at food area is actually taking away their human rights. So I would like to hear from Kai. Do you still stick with your point of view?
Uh, to answer your question, I'm still with my opinion because I think everyone have their own freedom. Everyone can do whatever they like to do, but they have to consider their environment, people around us. So yeah, I think the ban is kind of not fair for everyone, and we have to put the mutual respect in ourselves as a non-smoker and for smokers they should reconsider their choices.
I think we can conclude this discussion. I think everyone
Yeah,
actually, even though we don't actually agree with this statement, but we understand what Kai tries to say here because human rights is known to be equality. So even if you smoke or not smoking, you still have to be equal. So I think the solution of every restaurant having a place for smokers is a good solution. Uh, but banning this is actually also giving good opportunities to society
the environment.
as an environment. So I think that is all for our discussion today. I think we can end this discussion.